Hey everybody, Steve from Sphinx Moth Travels here, and today I'd like to talk about what ifs. The questions beginning with what if that can absolutely crush your plans, your dreams of travel, or anything else. For example, if you're thinking about all the possible things that could go wrong during your trip, both on the home front and while you're traveling. Thinking about, oh gee, what if there's a storm that comes in and affects my house, the hurricane, snowstorm, depending what part of the country you live. Of course, in Florida, more focused on hurricanes. What if there's a medical emergency at home with a family member or with myself or my travel mates while I'm traveling? What if something else goes wrong? What if I don't like the food? What if I get food poisoning? What if I don't know how to exchange currency or I can't speak the language and nobody understands me? It's an endless funnel of questions that can not only keep you from doing what you want to plan to do, to travel, to go to other places, but also from trying anything new, from making any kind of change in your life. There's a poem by Shel Silverstein. I don't have the complete text here, but the what ifs are creatures that sneak into your head at night and start dancing around and putting all these questions in your head, all these worries, all these anxieties. And that is completely antithetical, especially if you're trying something new, a different kind of travel to a new place, a different kind of travel. And I myself am not immune to those worries. Neither is Maria. Next week we're going on a cruise. It's my first cruise. Maria's been on one before. But my biggest what if that I have had to quell is, what if we miss the last tender ship back from the pier, or miss the boarding time at the end of a day during an excursion? But this is something we have to work with any kind of travel, not just cruise ship travel, not just independent travel. Whether you're taking a tour, whether you're doing things on your own, whether you've been someplace where you've been 1,000 times already, if it's just down the road. These kind of what-if questions are ever present in our lives, and it's very easy for them to take over if you don't try to suppress them or work with them. It can be healthy to ask yourself questions. Okay, gee, what if there is a medical emergency? Do I have the right kind of insurance, or what is the phone number to call? I'm a scuba diver, so I have the right kind of insurance for when I go diving, or who to call in a medical emergency. And I make sure that when I go out on diving trips, if it's on a boat, let's say in Florida out to the Gulf, if the crew gives information at the beginning about what to happen if the boat starts to sink, if it's something terrible like that, it's never happened, but how to call the Coast Guard on the radio, who's going to be there to help, who's trained in CPR and oxygen delivery, things like that. Same with any kind of travel. It's good to feed yourself information, arm yourself with information, whatever term you want to use, to help you quell those what-if questions. And, of course, anything can happen, whether you're just staying at home, traveling, or whatever you're doing. There's an endless array of possibilities of things that can happen, but they shouldn't be a barrier to you making plans to travel. There's always some measure of unexpected in whatever you're doing. And sometimes it's a major thing that can happen, a major change. It could be a medical emergency while you're overseas or far away from home. Sometimes it's something fairly minor, like if you're late for given a tour during the day, or a restaurant reservation, it's farther away than you expected, or there's a weather change at your destination, that a flash flood out in the American Southwest that keeps you from doing what you wanted to do. Just throwing out examples here. The point is not to let it keep you from making plans. Plans can change, circumstances can change in an instant, and by all means educate yourself about where you're going, what you plan to do, contingency plans, alternate plans, things like that. But don't let it stop you from taking the first step and saying, oh no, that's not for me, just because of some what-if questions. Now, things on the home front, if you're worried about other family members or friends or your house or anything local to you and what might happen while you're away. Oh gee, is somebody going to go into my mailbox or steal my Amazon packages from my front door? It's that time of year. Well, that's something we can continue to delve into about quelling that kind of anxiety. To what extent, we all worry, we can all be anxious, but we just have to keep it under control to the point where it's not over-analysis paralysis of a given situation. And it's a short post today, but this is definitely something we can continue to delve into, because I think it's something that keeps a lot of people from even starting to plan what they might like to do with travel plans, even if it's just something a few hours away. Forget about being on the other side of the planet from where they are. It's just something we don't want to keep us down, to keep us from even ideating or thinking about what we'd like to do for travel. All right, so that's today's post. If you haven't already, please go to sphinxmothtravels.com, download the free Top 11 Travel, Health, and Safety Myths. Today, you can sign up. It's completely free. We'll continue to post here with news, keep in touch with you about everything that's going on with Sphinx Moth Travels. Here to help you, here to educate you, and to help you ideate and travel without the worries of what ifs, or at least keeping them where they belong, keeping them under control. Thanks for watching.